welcome. We're going to be flowing in a mellow, gentle way for our virtue practice. So find something comfortable to sit on, maybe a big pillow like I have, or a rolled up blanket. A couple yoga blocks might be handy. Let's find a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall. Reaching the crown of your head up to the sky. Make sure you have some good music on for yourself or a quiet environment. And as always, there'll be distractions. Maybe you'll see something that'll spark a thought. Your eyes closed might help you. You might hear something on a different floor of your house or outside that brings a spark to your thoughts. Something might smell good or bad and bring a spark to your thoughts. Tasting something from earlier, looking forward to tasting something later, maybe tasting something in the air currently, sparking thoughts. Whatever you're touching, your body touching the ground, your body touching itself. Noticing the sparks of thoughts that come up from all of your senses. And just notice them. Maybe there's something going on that's loud outside that repeatedly sparks your thoughts. I'm just noticing it. Sitting up tall here with me, tuning into silence or the good music you chose, lifting the crown of your head up to the sky, feeling your breath. Feeling what's happening now. Maybe if something you were touching wasn't comfortable, you can relax that body part, get yourself more comfortable, maybe so more body is touching the ground or less. So you're settled into how you feel. Whatever's touching the ground, whatever you're touching yourself. However your clothes are touching you, or your hair is touching you. You're satisfied with it. It is what it is for the present. Any thoughts that spark around the sensation of touch, or what you're feeling. Realizing it's in the past or the future. Enjoy something in the present and take a breath. Tuning into something that you hear that brings you joy. So your music, maybe you can hear birds outside on top of the construction noises. Or you hear kids giggling instead of loud children. Changing your perspective, enjoying the hearing, whatever comes in, realizing if it's past or future, bringing some joy to the present, So if you're outside, you'll hear the birds, you'll feel the wind. Take a breath. Taking in smells, any taste. Turning off any outside thoughts. If you smell something from earlier, your thoughts might spark of breakfast. Notice the thoughts of you remembering breakfast. And just come back to the smells and taste of now. Maybe there's none. Take a breath. So if your eyes are open, you can settle your eyes on your gaze point. If your eyes are closed, just notice what color you see. As your eyes dart off to somewhere else in the room, or maybe behind your eyelids, they're moving around a lot, just settle them down, relax them in one place. See your gaze point, notice that color if your eyes are closed. Tune into the present moment. Breathe in and out. If you're digging the meditation, you can just turn off the video, hang out here, sit up tall. Try and just be in the moment more and more. Finding our virtue, mellow flow together. Find your right ear down towards your shoulder. Continue the breath nice and slow. Noticing when thoughts spark up. And bring yourself back to your present moment. Your breath can help you. Feeling the sensations as you inhale. Noticing the sensations as you exhale. Shift over to the opposite side, ear down towards your shoulder. Breathe. Then you have your senses to distract you. You use them to paint your own picture. Don't let them pull you around. One more breath here. Come back up to neutral. Have your hands on your knees if they're not already. Roll your shoulders back. So as I've said several times, you can follow along with me with your eyes closed. Just follow my cues, listen to my language. You don't necessarily have to see me or look like the shape that I'm demonstrating if you glance at the video. Just honor your body and enjoy your practice. Let's find a tabletop position. So move any props you have out of the way for the moment. Just keep it close, that blanket or pillow. Knees underneath your wrists, hips rather, wrists underneath your shoulders. Find a neutral spine, belly button in, long neck looking down at your thumbs. So that shift from sitting to this position, maybe it may have been a lot. So just give yourself a moment to settle in. You can always shift and move, sway and breathe. And when you're ready, just find that hold, pause, tabletop, strong, press a little bit into the ground, breathe. As we hold poses, let the breath be the movement. If your mind becomes sparked with thoughts, bring yourself some joy by changing your perspective. We're going to shift the hips back towards our heels, child's pose. Keep the fingertips extended. See if your forehead can go down on the mat. If it doesn't quite touch, bring a block underneath your forehead or a pillow. Take a breath here. Shifting back up to tabletop. You can keep the block right where it is. You're going to let your tailbone lift up, let your belly fall down, your rib cage fall down, your heart falls down, your chin starts to lift up. Find your cow pose, hold there for a few breaths. See how it feels. See how it feels with your inhale. See how it feels with your exhale. Start with your tailbone, tuck it under, belly button in. Your spine starts to lift up towards the ceiling, middle of the back up towards the sky. Chin to the chest, round up, cat pose, hold, breathe. Press into the floor, tuck your hips as much as you can, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feel your inhale and feel your exhale. Start with the tailbone, start to lift it up to the sky. Keep your chin in till the very end. Rolling down into the earth. Find your cow pose. Breathe. Start with the tailbone, tuck it under, belly button in, rounding up, chin to your chest, cat pose, exhale. Couple more rounds. Chin stays in as the hips lift up. Let your spine roll up, chin up, breathe. Tuck your tailbone, belly button in, round up, chin in. Belly button totally up towards the spine, cat pose. One more round, start with the tailbone, wave up, cow pose, breathe. Start with the tailbone, round up, cat pose, exhale. Release both poses, find that neutral spine, take a breath, looking between your thumbs, stacking everything, and shift your hips back towards your heels, forehead down on something, and take a breath. Coming back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Press some weight into your hands. Press into the earth as if you're about to do a push-up, up towards the ceiling, and see if you can lift your knees up off the earth. See if you can hold it there, hovering above the ground. Spine stays nice and long, looking between your thumbs, hovering your knees. Shift your belly back towards your thighs. Heart back towards your knees, head releases down, maybe your legs straighten a little bit. Pedal out your feet, long spine, and walk all the way up to your hands, forward fold. Watch any props you may have. Maybe your blocks are up here at the top of your mat, so you have the floor a little closer to you. If you don't have blocks, you can use pillows, stack them up. You can use large books. Find your flat back, lengthen out your spine. Your hands can be on your support, maybe your upper thighs. Pull your belly button in, pull your shoulders back and down towards your hips. Long neck, still looking down. Should feel a nice stretch, the back of your legs coming up. Release down, hinge at the hips. You can keep your knees bent. 2 more times, flat back, lengthen out. Breathe. Fold, exhale. Lengthen out, breathe. Fold, exhale. Chin to your chest, roll all the way up. Your hands can come to your knees. You can come up as slow as you can. Roll your shoulders back. Stand up tall. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Fingertips down towards the earth. Find that gaze point you chose earlier, maybe a little higher now that we're standing. You can always have your eyes closed the whole time. Find that breath. Don't be distracted by the past or the future. Just be right here in the present moment. On your next inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Palms touch over top. See if you can get your arms by your ears. Hips stay strong, belly button in. You're in a tall line, and we're going to lean in between those two panes of glass. So leaning side to side, not changing your plane. So if you start to lean and the top shoulder comes forward, you have to stack the shoulders, so probably just come back to the top and see about sliding side to side. So if you have a wall in your kitchen, you can stand up against the wall, have your thumbs up against the wall, your whole body as well, sliding side to side, and keep the thumbs on the wall. And see how that top arm feels to stay aligned back. As you get to a side, you can hold, maybe drop the bottom arm. Maybe you ran over to the kitchen to try that, or a larger wall. So we're going to take 3 more breaths, leaning side to side, stretching. Meet in center, reach up, look up, hands to your heart, and fold all the way forward. Shake it out. Shake your head no. Bend your knees a whole lot. Sway your upper body side to side. And take your time, chin to your chest, roll all the way up. Arms up when you get there. Reach up. And arms down by your sides. Settle in. This is our mountain pose. Standing at the top of your mat. Tall as you can. Breathing as steady as you can. Let's bring our hands to our hips for a little balance. Your gaze point will help you, whatever you chose to stare at, for balance as well. Lift your right knee up, maybe up forward, up towards the chest in line with the hip, and step it all the way back to warrior one. So the heels will be in a straight line, right toes towards the right corner of your mat. Right glute is tight as your hips shine forward, belly button forward, shoulders squared up. Breathe. So in these moments of rest, you might want to close your eyes again. Really be in the moment. Make sure that left knee is right on top of the ankle. Inhaling, exhaling. Enjoying your stretch. So as I cue options, you could listen to them and then apply them if it suits you. Try them along with me and then revert back to the arm position or leg position that suits you. You could always just pause, tune me out a little bit, listen to your own music, breathe, and be in your pose. So in Warrior One, your arms could come to your heart in prayer. Option to take the arms all the way up. Thumbs out, pinkies in, palms to the back. Relax your shoulders. Take another breath. Wherever you are, hands to your hips. Think about where you're going before you start to shift. We're going to bring our right knee up towards our chest and balance on the left leg. So move the weight to the left foot. Shift the right knee up towards the chest. The floor is not far. That's where we're all going. Stand up, both feet down, reach up high. Fold all the way down. Maybe your hands meet blocks so you have the floor a little closer. However you want to practice or adjust your practice is fine. Flat back, lengthen out. Fold, exhale. Chin to your chest. Take your time. Roll your spine up. When you get up tall, roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart. Breathe. Hands to your hips. Lift your left knee up, maybe in line with the hip. Balance a moment if you can. Take it all the way back. Find warrior one feet. Your heels are in a straight line. Left toes towards the left corner of your mat. Keep your right knee bent. Connect the left ankle to the floor. Strong left leg, strong left glute. Hips shining forward. Belly button forward. Heart forward. Find your gaze point. Settle in. Breathe. So again, you could just pause here or take any of the options. Hands to your heart may feel nice. You might be able to lift and relax your upper body a bit more. Finding that center, thumbs right at your center, right in line with your body, shifting forward. Turning that left hip forward. Option to take your arms up. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Breathing in and out. Maybe close your eyes, tune into those senses. Keep yourself in the present moment. You want to feel a stretch, but also feel relaxed. So if your body has any tension, try and relax that body part. Let's take one more breath here. And bring your hands to your hips if they're not already there. We're going to shift the weight to the right leg, so don't rush it. And lift the left knee up into the chest. So think about where you're going. Shift and breathe. And we'll all meet with both feet down. Stand as tall as you can. Reach the arms up as high as you can. And fold down. Bend your knees. Hands can meet wherever you'd like. Flat back, lengthen out. And fold down. Get your hands all the way to the mat. So move the blocks for a moment and step all the way back to plank. Once you get there, drop your knees down. Lower your chest, keep your elbows close. Get the tops of the feet flat and the heels close. Your hands are right next to your chest, underneath your shoulders, elbows in. Belly button pulls in, peel your upper body up away from the mat. Long spine. Belly button stays in, keep those shoulders back and down, long neck. So if your shoulders are way up in your ears, see if you can extend them down towards your hips. Maybe look down in front of your mat and not so high. Belly button stays in, and on your exhale, lower your forehead down to the mat. Find your lift, breathe in. Find your exhale and lower. Cobra lift. Release, exhale. Cobra lift. Maybe release your hands for a moment. Exhale, lower. Cobra lift. And release, exhale. Get some weight in your hands. Press yourself all the way back. Hips back towards your heels. You can separate your knees a whole lot. Big toes touch. Stretch your fingertips out. Forehead down on the mat, maybe a block, and breathe. to your body, honoring your body the whole time, coming up through tabletop. Stack everything, tuck your toes, lift your knees up, strong alignment, take your time. Let's all take our knees down, lift to cow pose, round up to cat. Find that neutral spine. Everything's strong, press into the floor. Lift your knees up again, hover. Shift your belly and chest back towards your knees, long spine. Lengthen out your legs, downward facing dog, pedal out. And look at your thumbs, walk all the way up to your hands. If you get up there and you need your blocks again, just grab your blocks. On your inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chin to your chest, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. And arms by your side, exhale, stand tall. So standing so you have enough room to step back. Right foot lifts up, knee up towards the chest. And you're going to swing that knee open and let it go out wide, warrior two. So right toes pointed towards the long edge of your mat. Left toes pointed towards the original front. Arms out in T, left knee bent. Relax your shoulders, settle into your warrior two. So if you want, you can put your hands on your hips and relax. Maybe you keep your arms out at T, look at your gaze point. You have the option to straighten and bend the left knee. Holding in your warrior two, see how you feel. From warrior two, you're going to cartwheel down, frame the front foot back where you came from in your runner style lunge. Step forward with the right leg, chin to your chest, come all the way up. Roll your shoulders back, stand up tall. We're going to try that 2 more times so you get a little practice, so you feel good about it. Lift the right knee up, balance. Open the right knee, swing it back. Warrior two, settle up, settle out your feet, find your footing. Warrior two, breathe. Once you feel good about it, the right hand swings up and over. Cartwheel your hands. If you can't go all the way down to the floor, you have those blocks. Runner style lunge. Breathe. Step forward, forward fold. Chin to your chest, come all the way up. Arms up, reach up. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Last round on the right leg. Breathe. Balance. Lift the right knee. You got it. Swing it open to the side, all the way to the back. Set yourself up, warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cartwheel all the way down, hands on blocks or the floor. Find a lunge. Step forward, forward fold. Shake it out a little bit here. And then chin to your chest, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. And arms out to the sides, stand tall. Big breath in and out. As you're ready, hands to your hips, lift your left knee, balancing on the right leg. Take your knee out to the side and swing it all the way back to warrior two. Feet look like a letter L. Left toes towards the long edge of your mat. Right toes towards the front. Arms can be out to T. And if you feel like your shoulders are up in your ears, relax them down. Bend the right knee. Look out past the right fingers. Breathe. Remember, you can straighten the right knee whenever you want. You can relax the arms whenever you want. Just tune into the present moment. Enjoy where you are, pausing when it feels right. Making your way back to Warrior Two. The left arm's gonna come up and over. Cartwheel your hands, runner style lunge. Remember, hands can be on blocks, any level. Stacking whatever you need to. And step forward, left foot up, forward fold. Hang your head, chin to your chest, come all the way up. Arms up, reach up. And hands to your hips. Find your breath. Find your right foot. Lift your left leg. See if you can get your knee in line with your hips. Swing that knee open, step all the way back. Warrior Two. If you lose your balance, find your footing, set yourself up. Breathe. Move your left hand, swing it up and over, find your runner style lunge, shift everything around, back toes forward, back heels up, then step forward, forward fold. Chin to your chest, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. One more time. Now that you've practiced, feel good about it. See if you can breathe nice and steady the whole time. Lifting the left knee, swinging it open, Warrior Two. Check your footing, find your gaze point, breathe. Left hand comes up and over, cartwheels down, runner style lunge. Take a pause, take a stretch. Step forward in your forward fold. Hang, breathe. Let's bend our knees a whole lot. Brace your tailbone with your hands. Sit all the way down. Hug your knees in. Roll all the way back. Massage your lower back into the ground. So hang out here on your backs, take some stretches, take some twists. Move your arms and your legs. Listen to your body. Take some time to cool down, to get yourself as comfortable as you can on the floor. And then set a timer for yourself for 10 minutes. Lay flat. Zone out, tune out, and then jump back into your day with a better tone set by a calmed soul. Thank you for joining me for Virtue. See you next time. Namaste.